Hello everybody, Ben Austin here, your New Rules golf coach. And as you can see by the trees, we no longer have leaves and we are coming into the winter months. And as we are in Newark, Delaware at the Deerfield Golf Club, I want to wish you all a very happy holiday. So, today we're going to talk about a couple things that I look for in my students before the swing even starts. A couple of pre-swing fundamentals. Good way to think about these things is by the word GAS. Grip, aim, and setup. So we're not going to be covering grip today, but we are going to be covering aim and setup. So the first thing that we're going to start with today is setup or posture. Now, what is good posture? If I had somebody and I asked you to simply stand straight up and down with your arms to your side and stand nice and tall, you could see by me standing here that my back would be very flat and my shoulders would be back a little bit. So I would not be rounded and slumped forward. I'd be standing nice and tall, shoulders back, head up high. Now that's good posture. And if I asked you to do that, you could do that at home. So the way that we set up in golf is, what I want you to do at home is take the back of your right hand and place it on the bottom part of your back. Once you do this, and the way we set up in golf is, I want you to put your feet together and I want you to bend from the hips forward. And you can see as I do this, when I bend over, my back stays pretty flat. Also notice that when I bend from my hips, you can see my butt kind of kicks out a little bit. What you notice that I'm not doing is I'm not bending from my waist and my back is becoming very rounded. That's probably the most common thing that I see with students is a very rounded back. Now, that is poor posture. Why is that important? Well, golf is a great game. If you're watching this video, you know this. Now, we want to prolong your golfing career. So if you have bad posture, you're setting yourself up for injury down the road. So what I want you to do this winter is I want you to work on getting good posture. So what you're going to do is put your feet together, hand on your lower back, and simply work on bending from your hips so that when you bend over, your back stays pretty flat. Now notice that I'm not quite bending 45 degrees. I'm a little bit less than that. So once you bend over, what you're going to do is you're going to open up your feet about as wide as your shoulders. And then once you open up your feet, you're going to bend your knees a little bit. So you want to feel pretty athletic. I always like to think of a shortstop player in baseball. So if you ever watch baseball, you'll notice these guys on the infield, they're down and they're ready to go left or right at any given moment. So they're very athletic, very balanced. Now, if you took that same baseball player that was getting ready for a ground ball and you got them to stand up a little bit taller, put their feet a little bit closer together, that's pretty close to what we look like in golf. That's how we set up. We're very balanced, we're very athletic, our back is very straight, it's not rounded. And what this does is this ensures that we are going to have a longer golfing career. So that is something that I want you to do at home this winter so that come springtime, your posture is good. Now, the second part of today's video is aim. Now I have a golf ball teed up here and I have a couple sticks, and I suggest that if you don't have this, go to Home Depot or go to your local golf store, get a couple. Golf stores, they're called tour sticks. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, they are called, they're just snow stakes, but highly recommended that you get something of this sort. So one of the great things you can do at home, take a golf club or a snow stake, working on posture, sorry, we'll get to aim in a second. Place this on your back So you can see that if I hold this here, the back of my head is touching the stick, my back is touching the stick, and when I bend over, this keeps my back very flat. If I bend from the waist, my back comes off of this. Great drill to work on at home in terms of posture. Now, you can see here that I have a golf ball teed up, and it's kind of hard to see, it's getting dark pretty early. But let's assume that I want to aim at the center of the fairway, and I'm going to hit a straight shot, which that's another topic for another day. But I'm going to take this stick and aim it where I would want the ball to land. So let's assume that this line right here is aimed at the center of the fairway. Now this is called our target line. Since the golf club isn't straight up and down, since it's at an angle, we always stand to the side of the golf ball. Therefore, in golf, we do not aim our body where we want the ball to go. We aim our body parallel left to this line. So I'm going to lay this stick down. And now you can see that these two lines are parallel. This is my target line that my club is on, and this is the line that my body is on. And when I get my body lined up to this, I'm looking at knees, hips, shoulders to make sure these three things are in line with that stick. Now, if my body was pointed over here, that would be considered closed. If my body was pointed too far right, that would be open. So I want to get my body in line with this line or parallel to my target line. Now, you can see what I want you to do at home. Lay a couple clubs down in your house or apartment this winter and work on getting your body to line up with these clubs and getting good posture at the same time. Now, when I first started playing golf, I had very bad posture. It's horrible. After I worked on it for a while, and I remember the first day that I had a lesson and somebody showed me how to get good posture, I thought my back was going to snap in half because it felt so foreign. Now, when I grab a golf club, it's second nature. So this, if you do have bad posture, this will take a little bit of time to become accustomed to. But the winter time is the perfect time to do this. Dedicate a couple minutes every day, or do it 3 times a week, where you spend 5 minutes just working on getting better posture, so that when the springtime comes, your posture is good, and that's just one thing off our checklist that we don't have to worry about to get you playing better. Visit benaustingolf.com for more information, or deerfieldgolfclub.com, and have a great winter. Happy holidays.